relationship is so great and so sweet. So I just think that I'm excited because I feel like it gives them more to do. Whereas we did have a question like, well, is it over yet? Like, is there going to be anything interesting for them to talk about? When in actuality, now it's even better because she can really, really get into it.
Is there any part of her, just from like the professional standpoint, that's like, this is an exciting challenge. This is now something. Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely looks at it as, I think she, at some point in the next few episodes, she does kind of turn a corner where she's deciding, I'm either going to be all in and just cope with this as it is, or I have to completely turn my back on it. And obviously, since I'd like to stay on the show, and I love working with the cast, there is a great scene where she's like, okay, let's do this, and then they really can get to work, and they're more of a team, and he does get to work on himself, which is great.
The interaction between Linda and Maze, it's a very emotional moment, and you realize she's a demon, but she thinks she's lost essentially her only friend, and she just wants Linda to be proud of her.
A friend, yeah. And I think that's when, like in the pilot, Tom or Lucifer says she's a complicated one. So getting back to what you were saying, she does start getting off on it. Like she starts asking him a lot of questions because she's like, I'm the only one that knows this. And it does, so yeah, she does get off on it. And that's what's great, is that she uses her education to then even ask more questions. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
The whole thing is learning what makes people tick. So now she's like, oh my gosh, now I get to find out what makes these celestial beings. It actually does, step back and look at family members. That she's wondering, did they end up in hell? And she starts to ask questions about people and about things. So she definitely gets involved and gets very curious to it. And with Maze, yeah, she sees the humanity in Maze. And there is a moment when she does say, I think you're more human than some of the actual people I know. When she talks to Maze at some point, she sees a growth in Maze that's really exciting.
About her relationship going forward with Amenadiel, who's dealing with some physical issues as well, and obviously he came to her and she thought he was talking about something else entirely. Right. So when that sort of dawns on her,
well, it's a bit, yeah. I don't have as much interaction with him, but it does come up later on. Where turnabout is fair play, basically, because he had not told me so long about his deal. So I don't let him know for a long time that I know his deal. She's just kind of like, yeah, what's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. I'll give you, and I think that's good. She's taking care of herself. But boy, Amenadiel's really getting. Poor Amenadiel, he's really struggling. But didn't you love Michael Imperioli? Wasn't that amazing? I did.
Uriel.
So great, yes. Uriel played. It was really, really good.
Does she struggle with the ethical questions of whether or not this professional relationship should even be viable, considering how close she is to people in his life now? I mean, she's friends with so many of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That does come as in conversation. It does. It literally does, yeah. But she's in a little bit too deep.
And you had a fun girls' night out. Well, is there more of that kind of going forward with the girls getting together?
I think it's more. There's definitely more of Maze and Linda getting together, and you see their friendship go. Different twists and turns, but it's all positive. What I love about it is it's a really solid female friendship, which is great. But yeah, no more. I don't. Yeah, there's not Amy Garcia and I were just saying, we have to get in a scene together again. But there's more. I do actually talk to another woman, so that'll be interesting.